Hello and welcome to the second Broken Arrow Basics, where I show you some basic tips using the very powerful Broken Arrow scenario editor. So today we're going to be looking at staggered formation, sometimes known as the Delta formation, but basically the core concept here is how do you approach anti-tank missile emplacements with tanks in an efficient way. So let's just play it out first, and then we'll talk about the technique. So here's my 4 tanks. No active protection on these, but it doesn't really matter if you have active protection or not. And the general game plan would be to just move in against the anti-tank. Now, they're going for this one. I'm going to smoke it, and you'll see that the missiles go after the other tanks. In fact, no matter how I smoke, it seems very difficult to avoid taking hits. So, not ideal, but there is another way. Now, many people use a conga line formation, which is a reasonable formation and it does work, but there is one that's slightly better. Because the conga line formation, which, in case you don't know, is to just have your tanks in a straight line, often causes your tanks to sort of get stuck all over each other, but also causes the problem that the ones in the rear are more often than not firing. So there is a slightly better way, and that is the staggered line formation, sometimes known as the Delta line formation, which is done by arranging your tanks slightly further apart and with about a 10-degree angle like this. Now we can take these tanks and go after the AT position. You may find that your formation closes a little bit. That's okay. Now you will see that we are avoiding the hits that we took before. We will stop this tank because it's out of smoke. You can obviously get the tank that's stopped to start moving again, if necessary. They're dead. They didn't even last long enough for me to actually carry on with the demonstration. As you can see here, I took 2 hits. I have done this myself without taking any hits at all. So it's a very effective technique. If your units have got active protection, it also conserves their active protection. We've gone from a slaughter to a win with just taking 2 hits. And that is the power of the staggered attack formation. I hope you find this tip useful, and I'll see you out there in the game.